Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new series that we will be starting on F1 24. As you can hear the lovely intro music behind me of F1 24. As you may know, we have started a Visa Cash App driver career, sort of our own driver, but we will be taking advantage of the driver icons. Now there's loads, they've added two more from last year, however we will be doing Michael Schumacher, the man himself, arguably one of the best drivers in the entire world, in the entire history of Formula 1. We will be doing a Michael Schumacher inspired season of Formula 1. Now, this will just be 10 races that I have taken from the 2004 calendar. Obviously, the track's going to be slightly different, and obviously, drivers, all that. But we'll be doing a very inspired season for Michael Schumacher. We'll be going with him in the Ferrari. So if we go here and go straight into that Ferrari car, and you know what? I'm gonna put Sainz as sort of the teammate. Everyone, usually go Sainz, but there he is. Look at him, Michael Schumacher in the red overalls once again, and we're gonna go straight into the new season. Right, here we are. We've loaded in Michael Schumacher once again in those lovely red overalls of the 2024 Ferrari. Now, if I go to the calendar, as you can see, we do 10 races: Bahrain, Australia, Japan, Imola, Monaco, Canada, Spain, Silverstone, Monza, and then finishing off with Sao Paulo. So obviously all tracks taken from the 2024 season, and also the same tracks that were in the 2004 season. So it's as inspired as it can be without the use of mods, which, as far as I'm aware, haven't actually been included yet in this game. But first off, what we'll be doing is the 33% races, the sort of medium length races, so we can add safety cars, red flags, all that lovely stuff. And yeah, let's get straight into practice.
Go up. It's almost time to get underway for this shootout for the fastest time and the best possible grid position for tomorrow's race. Let's get on with it. It's qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Right, it's time then. We're doing one shot quali to go straight into it. No room for errors this time. I'm going to use a little bit of the battery down the straight. Bit too deep to there for my liking, but will be fun. Usually here, for some reason, I lose quite a lot of time to the AI. Ah, that's gonna cost. We needed a good exit. We might have just got it. I think it's P7. It is P7. Not too bad for our first quali, must say. Bearing in mind, Carlos Sainz only went 5th as well, so We were a tenth behind our teammate. Yeah, we were a tenth behind our teammate, which is, you know what? I'll take it. But you know, half a second behind Max is ridiculous. Yeah. So on to the race we go.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best, of course, at turn 1, and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into that tight left-hander of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Norris, Sainz, Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Stroll, Joe, Bottas, Albon, Gasly, Ricciardo, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Ocon and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
Strategy-wise, if I'm being honest, I prefer the idea of, you know, mediums to hards. I prefer that idea, to be honest. Something like that. Which apparently is going to be, you know, a lot slower. But if we are actually able to nurse the tyres, it shouldn't be that much slower compared to everyone else. So that's what we'll go with. You gotta risk it for the first race, you know? You gotta risk it. But here we go. 5 red lights. And we're underway. It's pull stop from Hamilton. We're going to brake early because we know what turn 1 could be like. We're going to use a little bit of battery so we can look for a move. Maybe not one, but we'll give him the position back for that. Yep. So currently 2 positions up so far for this race. Next up is our teammate. Now we just need to be careful of the tyres, nurse them. It might be lap 1, but we've already got to nurse them. We're already nearly out of the DRS, which we and now we are. It's just those softs are so much better right at the beginning. Fernando Alonso going to look for a move down our insides. I will not stop him. But he can't quite pull it off. It's fine because he's going to get DRS and then he should get the move done. The key is not to fight it too much because I do not want to lose any more time than I have to the front runners. Try and give him as much room as possible. Or just enough room for it to actually count and be allowed. looking at the tyres, you know, the front left already being 16%, I'd like to then think that those soft runners are already, you know, maybe 25% even. Here he goes. We'll be later on the brakes. And we got DRS as well. Beautiful. Couldn't ask for more. Again, I just don't want to lose that as well. I don't want to lose that much time to the people ahead of us. There we go. You know what? We might even try and kick Fernando Alonso out of our DRS. Because I think now's the right time to try and go for those front runners. See, we're now at 32% on that front left. That front left is what's taking the beating in terms of tyre wear. Here comes Fernando Alonso. But we just have much better traction out of the corner. That's it. Now we're going to drain the battery, try and get him away from us. It's just so difficult with the DRS straights. You know, we might even extend, you know, at least until the soft runners pit. So now we actually have to set a lap time of a 33.6, which we might actually be able to do this lap, possibly. As now I'm actually starting to catch the front runners, I've noticed. At least when it's not in a DRS straight. Yeah, okay, it's time to pit. Tyres are cooked. Front left is at nearly 60%. Nicely done. Got held up slightly in the pits, not too great. That sign's coming past us now. How do we end up losing like a second in the pits? Bit of a cheeky move from me. But, you know, I'm not hearing anyone complain. Let's go. Let's go for it. It's been quite aggressive there, but it's fine. Got 2 green sectors. Whether or not those green sectors mean a 4/10 improvement, I'm not sure. Here we go. Yes! There we go. And that still wasn't fastest lap. Come on. Very messy from me. Now's our chance. Now's our chance. Oh, yes. Go on, go side by side. Give me loads of time just to break free. Yes. Fairly simple target. But I mean, it goes to show how much fighting in this F124 new game costs you in terms of race pace. Because now I'm not losing that much to the front runners, but the ones at the back, in the space of 2 laps, they've lost 3 seconds to me. All because they are fighting amongst each other. So it just shows how much fighting can really just ruin your race completely in this game. Which I suppose is a lot more realistic. So you just really need to pick your moments and be wise when you want to go for that move. Right, time to start the final lap of this Grand Prix. Now, unfortunately, it hasn't been the most action-packed Grand Prix or return for Michael Schumacher. But we learn, we'll take it. We have still gone up in position from where we started the race, so that's always a positive. And it's only the first race of the season. Plenty of races. To possibly not fight for drivers, but certainly fight for constructors. At least that is the goal. we come on to the penultimate corner, Max Verstappen wins for Red Bull. No surprise there in this game. We're on the final straight. Final corner. Schumacher comes back to Ferrari, and with his first race back with them, finishes P5. Not too shabby.
Another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen. Well, you're always unsure of the competition and what your opponents have been able to do in the off-season, Christy, but they've come here today, they've delivered the performance that you dream about, and wow, did they make that car sing today. Really impressive stuff. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
So, by the end of it, we finish in 5th position to come home with 10 points for Scuderia Ferrari. Zhou Guan Yu actually managed to score in Bahrain for Stake Sauber. If we go head over to the standings, obviously the standings are the race results because this is the first race of the season. Constructors, that is what we're interested in. Now, Ferrari is second. We're now 10 points behind we're 10 points behind Red Bull. And we're actually 9 points ahead of McLaren. So it seems us three are going to be the ones that are going to be in contention for that championship battle. But anyway, next up is Australia in our Michael Schumacher influenced career mode. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in race 2.